Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Ray. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we're going to be doing a video, a psychic reading on Kourtney Kardashian. This has been a reading that a lot of you have been wanting me to do. I'm going back to one of the true and tried tarot decks that I've been using in the past, and I'm using it again for her reading. This is the Oceanic Tarot cards, or tarot deck. It is sea themed, like mermaids, merman, merwomen. I really like this deck. I feel it's ethereal, and also if you are like a beginner or someone that is on their journey, you may find this helpful because it does give you an interpretation on the bottom of the deck as well. So we're gonna get into it, see what I see for Kourtney you know, in 2021, for the remainder of 2021, going into 2022, with the Kardashians, you know, now coming to possibly an end with their TV, you know, their seasons that they've been on E! Network. There's just so many other opportunities. You know, Kourtney has been building her brand, Poosh. So we're going to just see what's in store for Kourtney, like what I get from Spirit and what the cards reveal. Keep in mind that no matter what I say in this video, no matter the predictions that I give, I think a lot of people come onto my channel and they think that, well, everything is set in stone, that, you know, I know the future. And I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know the future. There's a lot of possibilities, and, you know, our free will can change things. So her free will and the free will of others. So we're going to take a look at her life, like what messages come through. And then I'm going to also use an oracle card. This is the Hindu one. I've been using this in a couple of videos, especially if you're on Patreon. You will find it very helpful. And it is the, I don't know how you say it, but it's a Hindu type of tarot deck, and I really enjoy it. So let's see what comes up for Kourtney. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Remember, I don't read reversals in my channel. On my channel, don't believe that Spirit operates in reverse. So I will be flipping them around to you. So the first card I got here for her is the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny. So where she's been feeling like maybe stagnant, issues in the family, you know, some kind of distance has been created between her and her sisters, you know, or just like low-key shade from other people, I mean, you know, that know them, acquaintances, whatever drama she's gone through, whatever hardships, she's entering a new phase in her life with the Wheel of Fortune. As you can see depicted here, there's just a lot of tons of light, and it's like circular. And I feel like, honestly, out of all the Kardashians, like she is the one, she's one of my favorite, first and foremost, because I feel like she keeps it real, and she's pretty much the most authentic one. I'm not saying that her sisters aren't, but I just feel like she does keep it pretty real, and I feel like that's what sets her apart from other people. We do have here the King of the Ocean. So order, again, this is her. I feel like she does live a very structured life. She's very organized at times. Sometimes she may not consider herself organized, but pretty much I feel like she likes to have yada 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 set up, and sometimes she likes to just break the monotony of that. And so it's very difficult to interpret who Kourtney is, because I feel like she can change on a whim when it comes to decision making. It just depends how she feels in order. But when it comes to her business, like Poosh and all the other things that she's doing, I feel like honestly she's vibrating at a very much an orderly level, and I feel like things need to be very structured in order for her to see success in her life and her relationships. You know, it's whether it's her keeping her word or other people keeping their word for her. So the next card we have here is success. Look, Six of Wands. She's going to be successful in everything that she does. Okay, she has that magic touch. So I feel like everything that she touches will eventually succeed. It will require some kind of hard work for her, you know, to get to that level, but she will get there. The Five of Wands is like competition. So I don't know, because I don't follow the Kardashians. I don't really, when I say I don't follow, I don't watch the Kardashian show. So I don't know if she's very competitive or she does try, but I do feel like ultimately she does have a very competitive spirit in everything that she does. On some level, even if she's not, like even if she says that she's not, I do feel like she can be a little competitive. And it's not a bad thing, because, you know, there are so many brands, so many luxury brands, so many marketing firms. If you know, familiar with Poosh, it's about like lifestyles, and it's vlogging, and it's just so many different things that she has on her website. I actually visited. I thought it was pretty cool. Then we have here the Seven of Pentacles. So potential. There's so much potential for her to grow, work hard. So it's going to require a lot of hard work. But she's going to be building her own empire. Not that she doesn't have it already. She's on the cusp of really getting that off the ground, getting it where it needs to be over the next couple of years. Then we have here the Death card. So she's going to be going over the next 2 years or so. I kind of feel like through a transformation. These are key people maybe exiting her life. This could be a business contract or a business situation trying to basically ending. This could also signify a relationship. So I don't know if she's seeing someone or she's dating someone. You guys can let me know in the comments. I don't like to research anyone. I don't like to know anything. You know, some things are basic when I do these readings that I will know, especially, I mean, like the Kardashians are everywhere. You got to just, you know. So the Knight of Wands tells me that there is some activity for her. Again, creativity. When we're dealing with the wands, a lot of creativity around her projects. So she's going to be pretty busy over the next couple of months. You know, in the next 2 years, pretty busy in all aspects of her life. I do feel here with this card here, the Star card, is that whatever she's been manifesting, whatever she's working on, she just needs to stay pretty positive, because I do feel like ultimately that there is a lot of positivity. There's a lot of hope for things to flourish and take off. But I also feel like this is talking about love life and her relationship, like getting married or having a partner. It's kind of evasive when it comes to the Kardashian women, because I kind of feel like they all have, you know, some potential to be together or happy for us a specific period of time in a relationship. But then we've seen it with Chris, we've seen it with Khloe, we've seen it with Kourtney, we've seen it with Kim, you know, and it's like even Rob, you know, it's almost like specifically the Kardashians, like they never stay in a relationship for too long of a time. But I do feel like out of all of them, Kourtney is destined to be happy again. The Lover's card, look, I said that before I even pulled it. So she does have a relationship that's going to be serious. I don't know how serious it is, and it may not be. There may be a lot of speculation in the social media, on TV, paparazzi following, and, you know, stories being told, fabricated. But ultimately, I feel she's going to keep her love life very private. And that's something that I do admire about her, because she has in the past kept a lot of things, you know, off camera, or hasn't really revealed. And I know that it was like a sitcom or reality TV, whatever you want to call it. But the King of Cups tells me that whoever comes into her life, this person is very grounded spiritually, but also emotionally, and they are ready to give to her. They will not have any complexities or any problems, because she has a child, or she has children, rather. I said child, I meant children, by another person, or, you know, she has baggage, whatever you want to call it. This person is willing to step up to the plate, and I do feel like they are very light skinned. I don't feel like it's a dark skinned person. Again, that could be subject to change, because free will. But I feel like whoever she's attracting is a soulmate in the future. And I do feel like this person may have European roots for whatever reason. And it doesn't mean that they're from Europe, but maybe their bloodline is from the European. They could have some English background or Scottish type of background, but also some German in them, mixed with other nationalities or races. But I do feel like ultimately here that there is a good person coming in, and he operates out of his heart. Again, he's willing to give. He loves a lot. He can be very emotional at times when it comes to expressing himself, but you know, when he does express himself, it comes from a place of love. The Ten of Swords tells me that there are endings. So there are things that she's going to be noticing about betrayal, you know, people in her family, things that are being said. She's going to be it's not going to feel good all the time. I feel like now that, you know, the cameras will not be rolling, you know, for however long before she has a new TV opportunity or whatever. But so I see here basically that she is, you know, going to have to set her foot down. It's not going to feel comfortable all the time, but she will get through whatever hardship that is coming. Now, let's see, you know, into her, you know, whatever comes through with her kids, in her family. Like, what is the relationship with her sisters? What can Spirit tell us about that? in the future. Like, how receptive are they going to be? How close are they going to be? The Nine of Wands tells me that there is going to always be a wedge between her and her sisters, regardless. At the end of the day, they're family, they're blood, right? And they're going to try to get along and have, coexist peacefully. But there's always going to still be, Kourtney is going to always have a wall up of protection and defense when it comes to her children, her ideals, and her principles. She does not want other people to really meddle or try to sway her, because it's never going to end well in that kind of situation. She needs to thrive and be independent and be supported by people that really care for her. And I feel like that's something that has been absent most of her life. There's been, her sisters or other people, on the producers and things of that nature that have told her what they think is salacious or what is drama or what sells and what she needs to do. And she doesn't like operating from a fake perspective. So I see here with the sisters, though, that they're always going to have some kind of financial security. But Kourtney in particular, she does not need to worry financially. She is set. And when I say set, I don't mean necessarily for life, but I do feel like she has created a certain wealth and accumulated a certain wealth for herself, apart from what, the other sisters or the Kardashian family or whole family has in their own projects and whatnot. The Two of Pentacles tells me she is weighing some options. This is about her creative brand. This is branding. This is about her future. There are different options and things of that nature that she's contemplating, and she's going to be looking into a lot more. She is all about finding balance at this point in her life. She wants to be structured. She wants to have enough time to be a mom. She wants to have enough time to dedicate to her work, but she can never do one or the other, or dedicate all of her time to one or the other. Again, it's just who she is. I feel like if she would ever dedicate too much time to her work and not to her children, then she is ultimately doing herself a disservice. And then we could see the unraveling of her and the pressure getting to her, where she would close down, she would be very moody, be very aggressive, and things of that nature. The Fool tells me that there is something that she needs to do. I do feel ultimately, and I will say this, that love scares her on a very deep level. Even though she does love people and she does want to give up all of her heart when she is in a relationship, it's also very, very hard for her. I think because she saw what happened between her parents, she's seen, and not just that, but also like not having her father there, Robert Kardashian. It's like there's been a lot of loss in her life. So I do feel essentially when it comes to relationships and love, she does need to take a leap of faith. And that's what the message from Spirit is, for her going forward, is like just needing to take that. She's going to be traveling as well. She does have a trip this year, or several trips rather. It feels like she is very aquatic, meaning that she would go to somewhere where there's a lot of water, a warm area. She likes to be very, surrounded by the tranquility. That's what I keep getting, the word tranquility. And I do feel like she's following a more spiritual path and opening herself up to the possibilities of what is coming. But passion is opening up. The doors to love are going to open up greatly for her. Remember, I got the Lovers card, I got the New Beginnings card, which is the Fool card, and now we have here the Queen of Wands. This is passion. She is very passionate about every single thing, and they are giving her a second chance or a third chance, or however many chances to love. But ultimately, she's going to have to take that baton. She's going to have to take that wand and go with it. She does have endurance, and so Spirit is reminding her that regardless of what she's going through on a personal struggle with mental health, etc., health issues that we don't know about, she looks like she has the perfect body, she has the perfect health, but on the inside, in the privacy, I do feel like there are some issues that she may be dealing with that other people don't know. These are more personal that, that I won't say here, but I do feel like she ultimately is very strong no matter what she does endure. I do feel like there could be a cancer scare in the family. I do not know who this is, and I hate to say that. And I know that Khloe had fought skin cancer, but I don't feel like it's that kind of cancer. There is another type of potential scare within the the Jenner Kardashian family. I don't know who exactly is going to have that, but I don't know if it's actually cancer that somebody develops or it's actually just a scare. But I do feel like there's something here. I do see more opportunities for one of the Kardashians, and maybe her or somebody else to be like in TV again, like could be another reality series, or a spin-off or something like that. The Angel of the Ocean. So there is healing that is coming to the family wherever there's been a lot of disparity or a lot of lies, a lot of betrayal, a lot of things that, you know, only they know. We would not know this. It would not be on TV. It wouldn't be something that's discussed. I do feel like this is about money, and money that was given and not given back, or some kind of issue around money, business. It could lead to potentially to some legal issues down the road where she ends up suing someone, or it's like a new thing. But in everything that she has, however she has been judged unfairly, I do feel like she self-reflects, and she's always going to be that person that strives to better herself, regardless of what she does and how she does it. She's resilient, and she will bounce back. She will not let anything hold her down for too long. And that shows that's a true testament to her character and to her strength. So that was the first part of her reading. Now we're going to get into the oracle cards. I'm just going to pull a couple just to see what overall messages they have for Kourtney. And then we will wrap this reading up. So here we go. Let me just get this, and then we'll wrap it up. So I believe this is the symbol. If you are familiar with meditation or chakras or spirituality, that's the symbol. I believe it's very pretty. So here we go. Let's see what messages Spirit has for Kourtney using the oracle cards. So we have here impartial. Again, she does not like drama. She likes to stay neutral as much as she can, but you know, there's going to be things in the family where she's not going to be able to just, let's face it, be neutral. We do have the universe. Again, this is a very powerful card reminding her that the universe is on her side. They are supporting her. They are guiding her, and that she is ascending in so many ways on her spiritual path. And she is loyal. Despite what other people think of her, she's probably the most loyal of the family. I do feel like she is super loyal, and I'm not just saying that, but to a certain fault. And I feel like that has opened her eyes up a lot in her heart. And let me just pull one more for her. And then we have here invincible. Shows again her strength and her resilience. She will always bounce back, and she will go fighting for everything that she wants, and she will get it because she is determined. She has good karma and good luck in this lifetime, despite, you know, all the things that we've seen on the TV show, despite what we've heard in the news media and her relationships. She is going to be someone that conquers all her goals and achieves all of her goals. So this was the reading for Kourtney Kardashian. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget that all of my readings are on sale until the 17th of April 2021. There's no promo code needed. You can go to www.raymondguzman.net/readings if you're interested in booking one. And again, I send my love and angel hugs out to Kourtney Kardashian and her family, and just, you know, people that are fans still of the Kardashians, people that are wanting to see this, and that asked for this video a long time ago and I hadn't done it. All right, guys, I love you so much. Until next time, blessings and love and light.